Okay, we're gonna get this trade and recap over with because again, camera died. It's been a rough week, and it's just I don't know. We're doing the best we can, right? But again, this is an example on why, guys, if you're having problems like in real life, sometimes it's good to take a step back and get away from the charts or just maybe even paper trade because again, it's been a stressful week for me, especially the past month, honestly. But again, that's not an excuse for my trading. But overall, if you guys are having a bad week, bad day, stuff like that, this is an example on why you should just step back, get away from the markets because again, it's going to reflect in your trading. And today is a perfect example of that. We ended up taking 2 losses again today. Same with yesterday, but yesterday I shouldn't even trade at all. The market conditions were terrible, but today I took stupid trades. I will be totally honest with you guys because again, I like just showing you guys the truth. And yeah, we're just going to go over the 2 trades we lost today, and then I'm going to show you the trade that we should have taken because I go back and I look at the market now and I have a clear mind, and it was so obvious on what I should have done. But again, brain fog today. Took terrible trades. You can say whatever you want in the comments, but I don't care. Just I'm speaking the truth for you guys. We still have our PA accounts. We actually passed a PA account again today because I did the full port method. Again, I'll go over that method in one of my future videos. But again, when Apex does these deals, I take advantage of it. I full port it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I continue with my plan in the long term once I get those accounts. So again, now we have 4 PA accounts activated. We still have the 3 PA accounts activated. We're still in profit on those accounts, but we're down a little bit on the drawdown. We're in profit compared to where we were. We are down a little bit on the accounts. I'll be honest with you guys. But again, we have $2,000 drawdown on the 3. Now we have a new one getting activated tonight, and we're just going to keep pushing forward and following the overall long-term game plan. So we're going to stick with the same sizing. I'll probably honestly size down one position because again, I went in 4 micros the past 2 days. I'm going to go in 3 micros or 2 micros for the next coming days until we build back past our buffer, and then once we build past our buffer and we have a good amount of room on these accounts, that's when we're going to start scaling up and getting good payouts. So again, I'm taking my time on these accounts. I don't care what anybody has to say. Patience is key in this game. I'm in no rush. I'm trying to get these accounts built into a good spot. So again, we have a good amount of room. We can take plenty of trades. We can lose a bunch more trades, but we're just going to take our time and see what we can do with these accounts. But other than that, let's get into the 2 trades we lost today. I think I lost around $100-something per account. First trade, I think it was like around $70 to $80 loss, and the second trade I exited early. We only lost like $30-something or something like that, so nothing crazy. But overall, let's just dive in and just show you guys the mistakes I made today. So again, we ended up on market open just skyrocketing up. I'll go to the 5-minute time frame. As you guys can see, market open, we just continued up. So again, I was very bullish. We took out a lot of draws on liquidity on ES and NASDAQ, but NASDAQ was obviously the leading index. As you can see, we took out these 1-hour highs, these 1-hour highs. We have these 1-hour highs, these 1-hour highs. We took out all our draws in liquidity, but ES was just a little bit behind. So I took my trade on ES thinking that, hey, maybe we can come out and take at least this 1-hour high and this 4-hour high because NASDAQ's all the way up here. But again, I was just stupid today. I don't know where my brain was because, again, it's just been a rough week. I'll be honest with you. But we're gonna get these accounts back, I promise. So other than that, I scaled down to the 5-minute time frame. What I should have noticed too is on the 15-minute time frame, we were literally forming a bearish SMT, as you guys can see. NASDAQ was already at these highs, so we formed a high and a lower high on ES, and then on NASDAQ formed a high and a higher high. But again, I didn't see that yet because, again, we were in the live market. But other than that, as we could see, 5-minute time frame, I'm very bullish for some reason. We already had a big move up. I don't know why I thought it would continue up, but again, it is what it is. We all make mistakes. So I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame after I saw this 5-minute imbalance. I saw that on NASDAQ. We respected it once, so I thought, hey, maybe we can move up a little bit higher on NASDAQ. We want to create new highs, but it didn't happen. So I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame on ES, thinking that we were going to respect this 5-minute fair value gap here and at least continue up a little bit, but this is where I took my trade. As you can see, price came down into this 5-minute fair value gap. We ended up disrespecting a 1-minute bearish fair value gap, and we had a break of structure to the upside on the 1 minute. I entered off of this candle closure right here, targeting for my final TP, these 1-hour highs, and for my full TP, these most recent highs. And I put my stop loss literally right below the most recent low. So again, we were only risking about 3.5 points on this trade, which was nothing. Again, I was comfortable taking this trade. If it lost, it lost. If it won, boom, would have been dope. So we didn't lose much on this trade. We only went in 4 micro E-minis. We lost that trade, which sucks. But again, my bias was just so bullish for some reason because my mind was all over the place. I don't know where the hell I was this morning. But I decided to take another trade, not thinking we could take a trade to the downside, staying on the 1 minute time frame and not paying attention to the 5 minute time frame because we ended up inversing that 5 minute fair value gap, which I should have took note of, but I freaking didn't. And yeah, I was at the 1 minute time frame again. We ended up breaking structure back to the upside right here, right? I entered off the candle closure at the break of structure like a dip weave, whatever the hell you want to say. And then I put my stop below this most recent low. Again, first take profit, second take profit. Would have been nice if it hit, but I ended up taking my stop loss at this candle closure right here because I saw this big candle down, didn't like it at all. So I ended up exiting early out of my position, which was good because again, we would have ended up hitting full stop loss. But on this trade, we only risked about, if it'll let me do it, about 1.5 points, guys. We lost like $30 on that trade, okay? So it was all right. It's not a big deal. This is why risk to reward helps us a lot when it comes to trading. But again, we're just in a little bit of a hole. We still have plenty of room, and it is what it is. Overall, this is the trade that should have been taken today. So don't take the advice of what I just showed you guys on that trade or those two trades because that was complete dog shit. We'll be totally honest. That was just terrible by me today. I don't know why. But as we can see, we inversed this 5 minute fair value gap off of these 4 hour highs, formed a 15 minute SMT. Like, look at this. This is perfect. After we inverse this fair value gap on ES, correct, we should assume NASDAQ was at least going to come down and fill in this 15 minute imbalance, which it did, right? If you scale down to the 1 minute here, dude, and like this is perfect now that I go back and see it, and it's like sad because you go back, you see your mistake. I mean, you write it down, blah, blah, blah. I missed out on it, okay? So we see we had a bullish fair value gap get disrespected. Gets disrespected on this candle right here. So what you could have done is marked out equilibrium from these highs to these lows. Come into equilibrium, this kind of price range, bang, get a big sell candle out of it. This could have been your entry. This could have been your stop loss. And then first take profit could have been the top of this 15 minute fair value gap for 1 to 1.6. Second take profit could have been the 50% level for a 1 to 1.3. Would have smashed. Third take profit could have been the end of the 15 minute fair value gap for it to fully get filled. And that would have been almost a 1 to 1.5. 1 to 5. Blech, sorry. And that would have been freaking nuts. So, yeah. That's the advice you should take from that trade. This is the trade we should have taken, not these stupid, dumb, special needs trades. This was just terrible today. It's been a stressful week. I'll be totally honest with you guys, but that's not an excuse. But again, if you're having a hard time in your real life and you're stressed out and shit, and you don't have a clear mind, step away from the charts or just paper trade. Don't risk your real accounts, your real PA accounts and stuff like that. It doesn't hurt to sit out. It's better to preserve your capital instead of just trying to wing it just because you want to make money and when you don't have a clear mind. You need to have a clear mind in this game. You can't just guess and gamble. And literally we see what happens today when you don't have a clear mind. So other than that, one other thing I wanted to go over because you guys were probably not going to believe this. I literally have my journal with me, and right before market open, listen to this. Ready? I don't know why I didn't listen. Listen to this bias. Bias for today. I think it's going to be Asian session sweep plus London session continuation plus New York reversal. Literally what happened. I think we're going to be bearish today. Let's see if we can get a sell position off of price sweeping a high time frame buy side liquidity level. It's in my notes. Like, I swear. And then I wrote terrible trading day again. But again, it's been a stressful week. So overall, I don't know. Mine wasn't there. I'm honest with you guys on social media. I don't sell any courses. My Discord's free. So I'm not ripping you off with anything. I'm just showing you guys the real truth and the real reality of my trading. Because over time, when I do grow and get where I want to be, the proof is going to be here and show you guys that it actually is possible. So again, rough week so far, especially with trading too on top of it. But again, we're still in a comfortable situation. We have $2,000 of drawdown room on 3 PA accounts still. And then we just activated another one. We're going to activate another one tonight. So we have 4 PA accounts activated. Don't give a shit what anybody says. Last time I had 1,150K accounts activated. Was about to get a 30K payout, and I fucked that up. We're not doing this again. We're going to build these accounts in a good buffer, and then we're going to start that goal of getting up to 20, 50K accounts, and I'm going to accomplish that goal. I don't care what anybody says, and we're going to start making some bank. And I'm going to show you guys the process. So other than that, I appreciate everybody who's liked and subscribed. Again, I'm being honest with you guys. If you judge me for my trading and how I did today, I don't have a 100% win rate. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. My head wasn't on straight today. We all lose trades. We all have these days. I don't know. Think whatever you want to think. If you don't want to subscribe to my YouTube, go ahead. Do whatever you want. Again, I'm posting this to show you guys my journey and show you the real truth of trading and the real reality of someone's journey. Got it? Good. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the video tonight for the fair value gap part 2. Because again, we went over fair value gaps in the last video of identifying the definition and how to see them in the market. Now we're going to go over how to use them with liquidity sweeps and stuff like that. And like today, that 5-minute fair value gap fucked me up, to be honest. So, it is what it is. Appreciate it, guys.